got away from like the grind of everybody being packed everywhere. I'm trying to hit up this castle. I'll put the name of the castle at the bottom. One thing I love about this country, you gotta realize this thousands of years old, right? And it, you know, me being a black man, I have no record of my lineage or heritage or anything like that beyond maybe what 100 years, maybe at the most. I could go look up some stuff, but it ain't gonna be as accurate as a place like this where they have things, they have buildings that are like 500 years old or 1,000 years old. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you get the point. Is like they have this strong heritage, or they have like a huge cultural background which they are preserving. But to be able to see something like that is amazing to me. Once I get there, I'll try to do some B-roll footage and I'll talk around the building. I'm not a historian, nor am I a tour guide. This is more y'all taking y'all throughout my life while I go through these different countries, different places, different cities and stuff like that. So let me show you something in front. My assumption is that this is more, I see like apartments and stuff like that, but what I'm saying is I'm pretty sure this is like way busier during weekdays because everybody's like in the party area, like behind me. Well, not party area, but tourist area. I'm just saying there's way more people in that area than this area, which is what I assume is where people are going to work and stuff like that, is what I'm getting at. I'm gonna keep walking, about a 1.5 mile walk. I could have caught the train, but I mean, what's the fun in that? And the fun in that. But the train is fun, I ain't gonna lie. But the bullet train is what's fun to me, not just the regular train. That's crazy to see something like this. How long you think this has been around? Like, yeah, they built structures over it, but how long do you think this has been around? Like everything about it. I'll look it up maybe, or maybe I won't. I'm just saying, you can't think that this hasn't been around for a long time. Something was wrong with the SD card. That's about to be I'm probably about to learn a valuable lesson with this. I might need to just switch the SD card right now before something happened with this video, and this video be all for nothing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch the SD card, and maybe I won't have to learn that lesson. Because while I was in the middle of recording, it said something like SD card writing slowly. Got to use your adverbs, people. But it was saying it was writing slowly. I'm assuming that either it's because it's full, or maybe I need to stop the video. I don't know. I'm gonna swap it. So I did research on what that actually meant. It does mean that the card was about to be corrupt. AI is a beautiful thing, but it was like the card was about to be corrupt. And you know, we have different cells within the memory card and stuff like that. I could get technical, but I'm not. But anyway, I made it to the castle. This is crazy. This is so old. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like in 3, 2, 1. if you were trying to get in here, there's only one way in and one way out. Look how big this moat is. I never seen a moat this big in my life. I've seen little small moats, but this one is huge. That's crazy. Wait. Man. I'm gonna try to get a little closer, like get inside. They got like a bridge up that way, so I'm gonna go over there. It's crazy. There's another moat inside of the castle itself. Look, here's the other moat. Of course, it's not filled with water. That's crazy. It's another moat inside of it. Maybe that's something that always happens with castles. You have a moat and then another moat just to be sure. They were ready for war at all times, huh? They were like, if one failed and the other failed, they deserved that win, right? So yeah, this was pretty cool in my opinion, humble opinion. So I'm gonna go into the main portion of the castle. Look at this. That sounds like freedom. I almost feel bad because I'm not a historian about things like this. I guess in the day and age of like Google and stuff like that, it's making people more lazy about knowing history, about memory, since we could just look it up. So I would know more about what structures I'm looking at or what time they were built and stuff like that. I could have done research, but this is more of a day in life with me, not so much a history lesson. I recommend that you go to history channels because I'm pretty sure they'll be better about that than I am. But I do respect everything that's happening. So we're gonna move on to the actual castle itself, which is right ahead of me. I'm gonna go up this bridge, the final bridge for the second moat. So let's go. So this is the second bridge, or main bridge, that leads into the actual castle itself. Man, video and picture does not do this any justice. I would need like a film crew or like a movie grade camera to capture what I'm seeing. And this thing is huge. It's like, it would be considered a skyscraper in today's age. I mean, not today's age, and back then, probably considered a very tall building. Not today's age, of course. It's clearly closed, look. I thought I'd been able to walk in. So much for not planning, right? So how old do you think this building is? Of course, the easy answer is just Google it, but I'm just saying, just look at the structure of it. How old do you think this place has to be? Built an elevator? That sucks. I wouldn't have did that. But I can't say nothing about this. Not my country. Gotta respect it. Imagine being in war and this is the second moat and you see guys like diving in the water trying to cross this. Would you be scared? Oh, that what? So there is water in there. I thought they didn't have any water in there. But I was saying, imagine being at war, and this is the second moat, and you see enemies coming right there. If you were the emperor, would you be scared, or would you trust your men to defend the castle? Because it looks like what is it? I'm only guessing, I could be wrong, somebody correct me in the comments. I'm assuming this is like a peek through for, like, I don't know, bow and arrow or some type of sight or whatever, for you to look through, shoot a bow and arrow without getting a bow and arrow to your face. Right. But I'm gonna head out. I like this place. I think I'm gonna start going to like every one of these things around the country if I get the opportunity. I'm not gonna be able to visit every country in Japan, but I'm gonna visit a lot of them. There's a lot of places, a lot of cities in Japan. It's like a time capsule almost. Let me see if I can get some pictures for y'all. Alright, we are back. Y'all gonna notice I got me a slight tan. Don't matter. Black don't crack. Dog get a very sweeter juice. But I've been promising y'all like a cocktail bar for like the past 10 videos or something like that. I think the only probably the only cocktail bar that I've shown y'all was like my first 3 videos, where I showed y'all my first 10,000, my first, what was it? Oh yeah, my first 10,000, my first 100,000, and my first 250,000. Y'all saw that y'all saw me at a cocktail bar in that video. But those videos, and I haven't shown y'all one in these other countries, and I haven't been doing it, it's because lighting is bad in these cocktail lounges. The other problem is music is always in the background. But I think I figured out a way to get around that. So I'm gonna try to do it today or tonight. If I can find a spot that's like well lit. And I'll show y'all that. But right now I'm heading out of the castle. And I'm gonna head back to the spot. Hopefully I'll get y'all some footage of cocktail lounge, but in Japan. And they got some nice ones. They like all over. Some of them are like, I don't want to say hole in the wall, because that's something in the US in my opinion. Places here, they just straight up look nice, and that's all we looking for. So I'm gonna head to one of those spots. I'm gonna get my chest. There we go. I'm gonna head to one of them spots, see what that's looking like, see how they do the old fashions in Japan, which they do them nicely if you go to the right spot. So when I get there, I'm gonna let y'all know. So be cool. Peace. I'm trying out a new lens just to see how it looks. It's like a diffuser lens, and it's meant to diffuse the lighting. Doing a couple new things for the day. Hope y'all like it. But so this is gonna be my first night video in Japan. I wanted to do one in Costa Rica. It's just everything is dark. When you go to the nightclub doors, they searching you for everything. So I'm trying to avoid that. And here they don't search you like they do in Costa Rica. Like they're not searching you for basically anything. Now when I get to a place, I don't know if they're gonna let me record. But if they let me in with it, then I'ma just try to record and see what happens. So I'm gonna at least ask them. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of B-roll footage of me just walking up the street though. Y'all just watch. easiest way to save in tax dollars, right? Like this is all business. I'm gonna put it to you like this: for the your business can be fun. You gotta read between the lines with what I'm saying. Business can be fun. So this is for the YouTube channel, and for me to show y'all the world, I have to make expenses. Now, some items are just personal, but a majority of it is business. And if it's business, it can be a business expense. If it's a business expense, and you make a decent amount of money, you can then convert your business expenses into lowering your tax liability. And this is an example of it, right? I am in another city from my hometown on purely work. I traded the other day, and then after trading, I'm showing you the city. So however you want to take that. But I'm almost to the cocktail bar, because I want to show you guys what the bars look like here. So let's go. I tried to go into that night spot, the cocktail spot, but they told me no. They had a line. What's down with y'all? What's up? So I just went into that cocktail spot, and they had a long line, and they didn't tell me no. I'm sorry, they didn't tell me no. They just had a line, and I didn't expect that. It was like a I don't want to say a speakeasy, but it was almost to that level, right? Where like everybody was crowded to get in. My bad. There was a long line to get in. Excuse me, I had a few drinks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to film a night spot, which is called Ghost. Ghost is a night spot that I'm going to next. Where is it? I'm looking at my GPS. And I am going the wrong way. Alright. So I'm gonna go to Ghost. If they let me film in there, I'm gonna film in there. I don't expect an outcome. I'm just gonna go there and see what it's looking like. I'm just showing y'all the life of a day trader, of an like a adult day trader, I guess. Yeah, we almost there. So I'm gonna go into Ghost. Ghost is like it's a known hip hop spot in Osaka. I'll go in there, see what it's looking like. Hopefully people like to be filmed, because that's what I'm gonna do. But the cocktail spot I really tried, I wasn't gonna wait in line just to get an old fashioned. I make that at my home, so I'm not gonna wait in line to do that. So we're gonna see what that's looking like. Let's go. Alright, y'all. That's the end of Osaka. That's the end of this video.